Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, Northernlion's Den. I don't know, man, was I like high as shit when I drafted this deck? This is not looking so good. I have 0 3-mana cards. Lots of 1 and 2 mana cards, admittedly. But we're 0 and 1 with this Warlock deck. It's a bad position to be in. I have no confidence in my deck. I've very rarely played as this class, and I'm 0 and 1 already. So I'm a little bit skeptical about our chances moving forward. But at the very least, why don't we at least finish this deck so we can make something useful happen later? Who knows, maybe I accidentally drafted an amazing deck and just ended up running up against an amazing player right off the very bat. I doubt it, but we'll see. So, it's been a couple of days since I played Hearthstone. That also probably does not make things any easier. Why don't we get rid of Silvermoon Guardian? And then I'm thinking about Ancient Brewmaster. Since we go first, I think we should get rid of it. We'll keep Mad Bomber for our turn 2 play, even though I don't really like it. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive with my mulliganing right at the very beginning of the game so that I can have a greater chance to hopefully get some good combos right off the very bat. I think, you know, establishing that momentum right off the bat is more important than possibly, you know, like, saving a really good card from the get-go. But anyway, Ancient Brewmaster was on the threshold. It might have been a worthwhile card to keep. He did not play the coin. I apologize for that noise in the background. I have a cat that is kind of attacking here. So I kind of feel like the way I should handle this is actually life tap right now and get another card, and then wait till he plays something on the next turn, and then Mad Bomber could maybe destroy it, plus I get the value of having the extra card. So we get Power Overwhelming, which is not necessarily that beneficial, but anytime you have the opportunity to gain a few more resources than your opponent, I kind of like it. Mad Bomber is basically like, you know, it could potentially screw us a little bit as well, but it's more likely to hit his creatures than it is to completely fuck us, because I have to, we can kill Flesh-Eating Ghoul, possibly, with Mad Bomber, but it's more likely to hit his minion than mine, let's put it that way. So we will probably, if I had to guess, Mad Bomber, see how it works out, and then maybe Soulfire the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Oh my god. Oh, we almost made it happen. So yes. Yes, I will Soulfire it. I don't necessarily want to do, but is it even that beneficial? There's no point to Soulfiring it here. I think. Next turn we could just destroy it anyway. He'll probably trade, if I had to guess. It's a little risky, though. Mad Bomber just went out. I don't think it's worth doing 4 damage to kill a 1 damage minion. It's a tough call, though. It might have been good. Obviously, I don't want to discard either. That's why Soulfire is 0 mana. It does 4 damage, but it also, you know, it has a penalty associated with it as well. So he'll probably choose to destroy Mad Bomber this time. If he's going to make it 5 and 1, he'll probably hit me directly then. Yeah, that's a much better play for him. Okay, so we have Demon Fire. That's deal 2 damage to a minion. I like that, obviously, as one might expect. Just trying to think. Power Overwhelming gets +4/+4 until the end of the turn, then it dies horribly. Soulfire did 4 damage, discard a random card, deal 2 damage to a minion. So we could play Demon Fire and destroy Argent Protector. And then how do we get rid of this scumbag? You have to Soulfire him, I think. Yeah, hitting him directly won't do anything for us. It's a scary situation. I'm gonna life tap right off the bat, continue building up this card advantage. And shit. Well, I don't like this. Let's play Demon Fire, hit him, and at the very least, we're going to take care of Flesh-Eating Ghoul this turn. That's probably not the right way to handle it. Next turn, we can easily kill the Argent Protector if we want to. We're building up a card advantage here, which is, of course, nice. Next turn, probably Booty Bay Bodyguard, Soulfire, and then we can play Dread Infernal and maybe get some extra value out of that. So he is spending a lot of cards. That makes me feel good, but I am, like, crazy down with respect to my, how I'm playing. Well, not how I'm playing right now, but I'm crazy down with respect to my abilities right now, and my life as well. Probably Mad Bomber, I think, and then maybe Soulfire and River Crocolisk or Life Tap, because now I want to play Mad Bomber to see if it actually kills some of his creatures. So there's one down. That was more, it was close to ideal. But do I really want to Soulfire that guy? Honestly, maybe yes. I hate to do it. We'll see what we discard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play River Crocolisk first, and then we'll see what we discard. So I do have board control now. Oh, that's not the greatest discard we could possibly have. I have a card advantage. I have a huge health disadvantage. But maybe I can start to establish some board control now. This is Northernlion's failed experiment so far into building a Warlock deck that has not really shown much in the way of potential so far. So we'll see what he plays. Consecration would be crazy annoying. Crazed Alchemist followed by Consecration is what I'm looking at now in all likelihood. Imp Master. I don't know. I really expected a Consecration to come after that. That's a little weird. It's fine, though. I guess, you know, he doesn't have anything else left to do. He's going to summon an Imp of his own. We could Soulfire and, we don't even need to Soulfire. Well, we could Soulfire and kill him instantly. And then we'll swap, and we could still play a Booty Bay Bodyguard and Abusive Sergeant. Let me think about this. So I think we play Booty Bay Bodyguard. And I think we play Abusive Sergeant. Power Overwhelming I'm keeping, if necessary, because it's kind of like, who do I want to give the attack? We'll give the attack to Mad Bomber. Because Power Overwhelming is kind of like a finisher card. So, we'll kill the Imp Master. And, I guess we'll kill this dude. And we could Soulfire and discard and have complete board control, but I do worry about a Consecration coming and kind of rendering that useless, so I'd kind of rather keep the cards right now, and we'll see how this works out. He's got to attack the taunt creature first. Consecration would be a very good play for him here, because he could then sacrifice the Crazed Alchemist to kill the Booty Bay Bodyguard. Equality. That'll work too, more or less. That's a 2-mana card. And then Consecration. Sure. That's fine. Doesn't worry me too much. I do have an enormous health disadvantage at this point. That should be obvious at the very least. The Battle Cry on Dread Infernal here is extremely important. It obviously does 1 damage to us, which is scary. But we'll end our turn here. So now, you know, I feel like we've got board control. We got an okay creature on the board. We maybe have a chance to claw our way back in. Unless we have to deal with that, which is a little frustrating. But it's not, all is not lost yet. Life Tab is obviously pretty scary here. Blood Imp is basically like a no-brainer play. Can I really afford to deal 2 damage to myself? Yes, I think I have to. Yeah, the Voidwalker's pretty good here. I think, at least. We could Soulfire and discard, but honestly, I think I prefer playing Silvermoon Guardian. And then, maybe we, Soulfire and discard Power Overwhelming. And then kill this, yeah, that has to happen, obviously. And then kill this ding-dong right here. So we have, like, borderline 0 damage on the field. But this is really our Hail Mary play to see if we can claw back into this one. We have 4 creatures on the field for literally 6 damage. Taunt's a little annoying. He's going to attack me directly, presumably, because he has to. Sorry, not me directly. He's going to attack the Voidwalker because he has to. We have Divine Shield, which means we can kill the Booty Bay Bodyguard very easily. Sure. That's actually very useful. We get the card draw without actually having to deal anything else. Okay, so Dread Infernal is getting a little scary. I'm just trying to think about how we would deal with this. Probably we need to keep this taunt alive, ideally. So I think we go like boom, boom. Obviously, we take a lot of damage here, but this is a meaningless. Like a 1/7 creature means jack shit to me. And then we'll take him down directly. And I almost, you know, honestly, I'm going to life tap. I'm going to pick up this card. Oh, Hogger could actually be the card that ends up saving my life here. I've reestablished board control. I have only 5 life left. I don't think I have any healing cards in my deck. But we have 7, 10 damage on the board. Dread Infernal would kill our stealth Blood Imp, which is scary. Let's see what he's doing with his cards here. He's got a lot of outs here. I'm not really going to feel comfortable until I get another few turns in. He's still got to attack Voidwalker, which sucks for him. But yeah, until I like survive for another few turns, I'm still not going to feel very comfortable. But we'll see. Ideally here we play Hogger and something else. Whatever we draw, because I can't really afford to life tap anymore. Obviously Pit Lord is kind of a scary card right now because it would kill us instantly. So I would probably rightly consider that a last resort. In the meantime, Hogger's got to come out at the end of your turn. You summon a... We get a new taunt every turn, basically. Just crazy beneficial, right? We can... I think ideally we just do like this. And then this, and everyone lives. And then we play our... Not Pit Lord. Don't accidentally play the Pit Lord. I gotta get that through my skull. And then we just attack, and, you know... It's an interesting question. Do you want to attack with the Blood Imp? Because we're going to have so many taunts on the field that it probably won't be able to be attacked, but still, this is a risky situation. So I'm going to keep it like it is right now. We continue to put more stuff on the field. We're going to actually need to... We have so many creatures on the field that I need to kill some of my own in order to make room for more taunt creatures next. We can't really play any of the cards in our hand, which is dumb. That doesn't give him too much. He's got to kill my taunt, Voidwalker, and we can sacrifice more than I'm comfortable with to wipe out the board here. I think we might actually be able to pull our way back into this one. If we do, it will be amazingly lucky. Let's put it that way. Mana Addict goes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Mana Addict has to go out. And we got to keep some other things alive here. So I do want to wipe out his board. 1-1 for 1-1 seems okay for me. And then... I'm not thrilled about this. But we'll do that, and we'll do that. And then we still have... we're still going to summon some taunts, which is important, of course. And we'll go like that, and like that. And I really do not want to summon Dread Infernal, just in case. If he draws like a true silver champion, he could just one-shot me, although we'd have to hit through the taunt, which is unlikely. We can always save Dread Infernal for later. Pit Lord we just can't play. Yeah, we'll end our turn. We could theoretically win on the next turn. This deck is a little bit more exciting to me than it used to be, but also scares the bejesus out of me. How many cards do we even have left here? 11, 15. I've drawn a lot, and discarded a lot, really. Guardian of Kings is going to slow us down a little bit. And then he's going to reinforce, and I guess he's going to attack my taunt creature, which isn't really going to solve many of his problems. Hopefully we get some spells here. Dread Infernal. Okay, well, we have to send it out, right? Deals 1 damage to all creatures. We'll lose our Blood Imp, but we'll get better board control. And this guy will fall down to 5 damage. A bunch of things will die. I don't necessarily like this, but we've got to continue to keep our momentum here. So losing the Blood Imp was by far the worst part about that. And we're going to lose... maybe we'll lose Mana Addict here, because we need to keep Hogger alive. And the more taunts we have, the better. So we'll sacrifice Azure Drake. And we'll sacrifice the Mana Addict. And then we'll keep our damage on the board, which is really important. And we will also summon a new taunt. What a wild fucking game so far. 2 taunts is better than 1. Consecration could solve a lot of his problems here. And I could play Dread Infernal again, and then he's in a tough spot. I don't quite have the damage I need to kill him yet. It's so close, though. River Crocolisk is not going to solve his problems. And is he going to hit me directly? I doubt it. That's weird play. If he attacks me with his weapon, I can kill him this turn. That would be a big misplay from him to do that, I think. So it's smart that he didn't. But can we not just win anyway, then? If we Dread Infernal, it does 1 damage to him. He'll be at 14, and then I deal 14. Dread Infernal falls down. Everyone takes 1 hit of damage. At 14, I just go boom, 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 and the final boom. Well, at least we're not going to lose every game as a Warlock this time. Probably, if you were watching this, there's probably a good number of you out there that actually turned off that game thinking that it was a foregone conclusion that I was going to lose. Just goes to show you, you know, you can win with just 1 life left. You don't necessarily, you know, you don't get any prizes for having 30 life left when you beat your opponent. So, we got lucky there. Probably won by a razor's edge, but I was feeling pretty confident after we got to a certain point in that one. Once we started to have board control and we got those Dread Infernals out, it seemed pretty likely he would never take it back. I was sure that he's going to throw his computer out the window after a game like that. I know I would. Alright, we're against a warrior this time. A little scary, because, you know, great weapons, especially in the warrior deck. This is an awesome starting hand. Keeps getting better, honestly. We'll probably coin Fairy Dragon to start with, and then second turn we could actually have like a 7-2 Fairy Dragon that he would have to remove with a weapon, and we could Demon Fire it. No, we can't Demon Fire it. We'll see what he's gonna do on his first turn. Nothing, which I prefer. Azure Drake, a little later, but for now. Coin Fairy Dragon, a relatively hard card to remove because you can't just use like a slam or something like that. Fiery War Axe would be a possibility, but we'll play double Abusive Sergeant. And then I'll probably get tons of value out of these Abusive Sergeants. 4 damage for 2 mana, plus the creatures will be on the field, so I'm content to do this, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm playing a lot of cards here, and that's the scary part. But we can life tap next turn in all likelihood. So we'll give this guy, we'll turn him into a 7-2, and it's only for 1 turn, which sucks, but, you know, it's been done. We also have 2 2-1s out on the field. Yeah, so far so good, but this really doesn't mean anything. That's probably just the best value I could have gotten out of those Abusive Sergeants. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's very good. Yeah, that's fine. 2 mana to take out 2 of my mana that I already got the value out of is A-okay by me. So we can't really do anything here except life tap. That's fine. Summoning Portal is awesome. If we play Summoning Portal on the next turn... Summoning Portal on turn 4 used to be amazing, because then you could play 2 mana cards for 0. Sorry, 2 mana creatures for 0. We're not in that situation anymore, though. So, it's looking like on this turn... Mana Addict. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. Kind of sucks, because I want to put Mana Addict out there, and then Demon Fire, right? But we don't get too much out of that. It might be better. Cult Master's not good enough. Silvermoon Guardian might be a decent play here, and we'll see what he chooses to do next turn. And then, at the very least, we can probably get some card draw out of Cult Master next. I could also Summoning Portal, then play Mana Addict on 5 mana, or I can Azure Drake, and then Demon Fire will start doing 3 damage instead. I don't know. We'll see. That's a good plays from him. I don't have anything that does damage in an area of effect, so that's fine. And this is a tough situation here. Do I have a Battle Cry minion? Azure Drake is a Battle Cry. It's a card draw. Stop doing your card thing. You're freaking me out there, Warrior Bro. There's no benefit from getting +2 attack out of this turn. So, I mean, I love Ancient Brewmaster as well, don't get me wrong. I'm thinking Demon Fire, the Stormwind Knight, just to get it out of there. It's a shitty card, but it's gone. And then maybe we attack... maybe we attack the Scarlet Crusader, so he probably has to trade them next turn. Oh, we can't... Oh, yeah, we can do both. Okay, so let's try this. We'll Demon Fire this guy, clear the board out a little bit. Then we'll swap here, although I kind of like the idea of just... Well, I mean, either way, we're going to play Mana Addict. And, actually, I probably should have card drawn there. That was kind of silly. I thought I would have enough mana for both, for some reason. Mana Addict is a 2 mana card. I'm thinking. The problem is if we just attack Novice Inventor and kill it, he can kill our Silvermoon Guardian, like, instantly. So instead, I think we do this. Not instantly, but he can kill it without being punished himself. So if he wants to swap Scarlet Crusader for Silvermoon Guardian, so be it. Next turn, might be looking at... ooh, that's a lot better now. He's got some serious board control now. And he'll be able to, he'll probably keep Scarlet Crusader alive. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The taunt is interesting. But we could Summoning Portal, Cult Master. Cult Master will probably only live for a turn. But Summoning Portal, Cult Master, sacrifice Mana Addict for Scarlet Crusader, draw a card.
So many possibilities.
Maybe it's worthwhile. And if Summoning Portal lives longer, then sure, more power to it, right? But for now, this seems like the right play to me. Take some extra damage off the field, draw a card thanks to Cult Master. You know, Goldshire Footman is probably not what I would have looked for. He could invest all of his efforts into killing Summoning Portal. Not a bad idea. He has, you know, mana and a turn as well to decide what to do. I'm playing against the effing Warrior. It scares me a little bit more now that I know his name. So that's 7 mana right there. And I don't have an answer to his problem, unfortunately. Or I don't have an answer to the problem that he's presenting here. 3-2 on that extra minion is annoying. Sorry, 3-2 on that Death Rattled minion is what I meant. I think we Azure Drake, because we get the creature out there plus the card draw. Lord of the Arena is going to cost 4 in our hand. I then think we life tap, and we get a Dread Infernal, and I think we toss out a relatively okay taunt, a little bit more survivable, and Master Swordsmith as well, just to maybe buff up one of our minions. But this is the point where, you know, if we end up not being able to solve what he's put out there in the next turn or two, we're probably gonna just slip into a loss here, which is not surprising considering the way that this deck has gone so far. That's a good play here. He's got more than enough to clear off my entire board. The question is whether he will choose to do that or if he'll rush me down a little bit. That's to be expected. I assume most of my creatures are going to die. If any of his go down to 1 health, at least Dread Infernal becomes more interesting. Well, not quite interesting enough, unfortunately. And he is... this is a little scary. Dread Infernal is good enough to kill the Harvest Golem, but not much else. Lord of the Arena has taunts. Soulfire, deal 4 damage. Might be better to get a taunt out there or a life tap or something. Or maybe it's not. If only I could do 6-1-0. Yeah, okay. So there's our 6. And it cleared up the board just a little bit. And then we'll throw our taunt out here. And then we'll, yeah, then we'll Soulfire. I don't like losing either of these cards. It's got to be done, though. The 5-2 or the 6-1? Maybe the 5-2, which would then force him to... Nah, this is probably better. Get 6 damage off the field. Solves me some problems. We lose Ancient Brewmaster. It's a good card. But maybe, just maybe, I can get lucky again and solve my problems. But I doubt it. I kind of just want to get this Warlock deck over with and play as a class I'm more familiar with, because this is not going particularly, you know, stunningly for me so far. Now it'll be interesting to see what he chooses to do. Good player. I don't hate on him at all for the way that he's played so far. I think he's done some very good moves. He will sacrifice... Oh, no, he won't, actually. Execute is a good play there. Keep some more damage on the field. He's probably got more minions. He's got no cards. Well, I have no cards as well, basically. We each have 1 card if you want to get literal about it, but... Let's see what we can do here. Card draw is probably going to be pretty important. Mad Bomber, it has to come out. And we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. And then it's like, do you want to put this taunt down? Yeah, but I also want a life tap. But I want to put the taunt down. I think we've got to do this. Now it's going to be interesting. He has a huge health advantage. And he's going. So he's got the initiative. He has a little bit less damage on the board, but that probably won't last. But I can card draw a little bit and hopefully get myself out of this situation somehow. It's just a matter of how he chooses to set himself up here. It looks like he's going to sacrifice both minions to kill my taunts. No? Deal 1 damage to all minions. That's pretty useful here. Then what is he going to do with his Corsair? Just hit me directly. Probably smart. Armor up. I don't see a way out of this, but maybe, just maybe, Blood Imp. I shouldn't play it yet as much as I want to. Demon Fire. Deal 2 damage. If it's a friendly minion or friendly demon, give it +2/+2 instead. Okay, well, Blood Imp's gotta happen. Deal 2 damage to a minion if it's a friendly demon. Shit, man. I can't really Demon Fire. I can't justify using it on this turn. This is a bad situation, though. If he finds a way to deal 1 damage to me, I'm dead. But there's no way, there's nothing else I could have done. Ah, yeah, he's got me. Oh, fair enough. He played really well there. I can't hate on him for that. I can hate myself for drafting this terrible deck. Or just not understanding how to play as a Warlock. But this is how you learn, right? You get the Jesus kicked out of you. And at least we're leveling up our Warlock deck to unlock some basic cards. Maybe I can use this in the future. But let's queue up. If we're about to lose, so be it. Again, shit happens. And I am looking forward to kind of getting back on the horse with the next arena. Because this one, I think I fucked it up in drafting. I don't know. I probably made the wrong decision like 8 or 9 times in a row. And that's what happened here. Please, give me Mopey Mage or a little puppy once instead of Worthy Opponent. Alright, this is Sea Monkey. I give it a 6 out of 10 on the rating scale. I'm a little frightened, but only because it feels like I might be about to be destroyed by like a 7 or 8-year-old child. We get rid of Booty Bay Bodyguard. I think we can afford to keep everything else. Sure. Goldshire Footman is a terrible card. I don't like it at all. but I'm not going to coin Mana Addict because I think that's an awful play as well. And it's like the early part of my deck, I've got a lot of early cards, but I'm not happy with many of my 1 and 2 drops. We'll see what he does first. Hopefully he has no useful 1 mana cards, so I can at least get, you know, a foothold in on the board here early. Okay, so we are going to, you know, it was actually a much better play there, I think, to coin Mad Bomber, because now I could possibly end up killing my own taunt creature. We'll see. Hopefully he summons like a 2 mana creature, or sorry, a 2 health creature. Yeah, that's kind of ideal, I guess. And now here's the tricky part of the situation. Do you want to Mad Bomber and risk that it'll kill yourself? Or do you want to like attack? And I think we just bet on the RNG here. Please don't hit my own minion twice. Hit me instead. I hate you, video game. How could you do this to me? So in hindsight, I should have at least used Goldshire Footman to attack the Paladin directly. But again, when you're banking on RNG, you don't know how that's supposed to work, right? So, or you don't know how things are going to go. So, we can't use Demon Fire to attack the Jerkwad. Instead, what we might want to do is, I mean, Mana Addict coin does nothing for us, and it frustrates me to no end. It's a 1/2 damage golem, 2/1 damage golem.
So many possibilities.
Probably swap directly for the Fairy Dragon. We could Ancient Brewmaster pull Mad Bomber back into our hand, but I don't know if I want to build my strategy around using Mad Bombers. Then River Crocolisk or Mana Addict, and we can make this into a 3/3 next turn by using the coin. Sure, whatever. Let's get weird. Let's use Mana Addict, see if we can actually get some value out of this for once. I could coin Life Tap, but there's no point in making Mana Addict a 3/3 on this turn. I would rather coin on the next turn. We'll have 5 mana. Maybe we do like Demon Fire. Oh, True Silver Champion is so good. That's going to hurt us a lot. So he's going to have board control. And the real bad thing for me is that he also has Harvest Golem on the board. Harvest Golem is it's a very good card. That's all you need to say about that. We send out Pit Lord. Does 5 damage to me. He will then just kill me. Will I get the value out of it? Well, the other thing that we could do is just Ancient Brewmaster immediately, but he'll just kill it with True Silver Champion. At least Pit Lord coming out early. By the way, keep in mind, this is a 5/6 for 4 mana. This is a 5/4 for 4 mana, so the difference is 2 health. This one does 5 damage to me directly. We're going to play it, and this is exclusively because I don't think there's a better time for it. He can kill it directly, but at least it'll hurt him for 5, which would, I guess, be a fair trade there. And it will... Oh, Jesus. A 6/3 Bloodsail Raider. That's frustrating. But it'll kill Harvest Golem at least, and we'll knock that out. Now, on the next turn, I'll have 7 mana if I coin. Amani Berserker is a pretty good card. It's spiraling out of control pretty quickly here. Power Overwhelming. Not good enough on this turn. That Bloodsail Corsair has to die, but there's no way for me to do it. I'm going to Life Tap and hope for the best. Master Swordsmith. Huh. Okay. River Crocolisk goes out. We could coin Demon Fire, but it doesn't do enough for us. Power Overwhelming doesn't do anything. Shit, man. We're going to take 10 damage at this turn at the very bare minimum. And, you know, the prophecy is coming true. Yep. That is now like 14 damage. So we're done, I think. Especially with me not being able to establish any form of board control here. That's going to be 10 damage on this turn, and it's basically over unless I find something that can wipe out a lot of minions. Demon Fire, Dread Infernal would do it. It would also put me probably within the range of death. I'm going to concede. It's unfortunate. I hate to do it this way because it does kind of send a message that I'm a sore loser. I'm not a sore loser. I just, you know, I don't think there's any way for us to win that. So, well played to him. It's one of the shortest arena runs we've had recently. Definitely the worst arena run we've had recently. But let's unlock this and ignore the fact that we went 1-3 and people gonna be mad, but that's okay. We'll open up the pack of cards. Maybe there will be some kind of consolation prize in there. I don't expect to get a lot of money. Yeah, 10 gold. That's probably fair for one win, in all honesty. And we'll open our pack, and maybe we'll get another golden legendary in there, and I'll feel a little bit better about that arena run. Let's see, we got 1 rare. Seems about right. Everything else is common. Good cards. I actually like all those cards, except maybe Raging Morgan. And our rare is Defender of Argus. But in any case, 1 unlikely win and 3 consummate losses. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this run in spite of my ineptitude. Of course, if you enjoyed the video in spite of my ineptitude, then please click the like button. It does help me out a great deal, and your support means the world to me. Subscribe if you want to see more daily Hearthstone, and as always, I'll be back with another arena run. Hopefully one that'll go a lot better, and, you know, we do still have some in-game currency, which is nice. But anyway, I'll be back. I hope you guys don't get too disparaged. Keep in mind, we went 5-3, 7-3, 7-3, 6-3 before this 1-3, so... You know, I had to fall at some point. Hopefully we come back and fight back a little bit more in the future. But again, in any case, hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to reading your comments on how I can improve my Warlock play. And I'll see you next time.